Santresa Marie. How are you guys doing on this Tuesday? You know, when you come in the room, I need you to do what? I need you to do some social media outreach for me. I need your hashtag and tell me where you're watching from. If you're hashtag live, and tell me if you're watching live and where from. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and still tell me where you are watching and listening from. Share it on your page, in your stories, to groups you have permission to share it in. I appreciate you. I am Santresa Marie. I am the authentic chick. And this is another week of a live recording of the Authentic Chick podcast for Tuesdays with Santresa Marie. So look here, if you have already seen the title, it is What Are You Waiting For? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to do the thing? So we always have these, let's just call a thing the thing that is the thing. We have these excuses for why we don't do a thing. We have all of these reasons and explanations, and they all sound really good. But what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to build the business? What are you waiting for to go back to school? What are you waiting for to go after the new job, the new opportunity, potentially a new relationship, a new friendship, whatever it is? What are you waiting for? Because if God has given you the thing to do, He has already equipped you with everything you need in order to do the thing that He called and created you to do, right? So what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for someone else's approval? Why are you waiting for someone else to tell you that it's okay? Why are you waiting for someone else to say they will support you before you step out and do the thing? Because once God says yes to you, it is a done thing. His promises are yes and amen. So when He tells you a thing, when He gives you a vision, it is yes and amen. So what are you waiting for? Is it fear? I don't know. Been having a discussion about fear over the past few days. And one thing I understand now is that fear, we like to dress it up and make fear be this, really cute thing that we can kind of lean on. You know how they say, do it afraid and do it anyway. But the problem with do it afraid is that now fear is a driving force for you doing it because you're scared. And if you get too scared, then you can say, well, I'm too scared, so I'm not going to continue doing it. I'm just going to stop. But God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So if God has not given us the spirit of fear, then there is no reason for us to be doing anything in fear or out of fear. Everything should be done in faith, through faith, out of faith. So again, what are you waiting for? Because there will never be a set of perfect conditions for you to do a thing. It's not a thing. That's not a thing, because it never will be perfect conditions. It will never be the right time to do a thing. It just won't. The right time is when you are called to do the thing. That's the right time to do the thing. The right time is when God says move. That's the right time. So what are you waiting for? So if you know the story of Abraham and his son, and God said, I'm gonna need you to go and sacrifice your baby, your only one. Go and take him up there. It's gonna be an altar ready for you. Go and take him up there. And because you hear that as a Bible story, we miss some things. But one thing I realized I missed was, on their way up, Abraham told his servants, hey, watch our stuff. We will be back. Even though God told him to go sacrifice his son, he said, we will be back, which meant he knew that God had made him a promise and God can't go back on his promise. So what he did was what God told him to do and got up there. And when he got up there was a sacrifice waiting for him. And the sacrifice was indeed not his son. Why? Because he did what God told him to do. He was not waiting on someone else to be like, Abraham, that's a good idea. Yep, going up there and sacrificing. Or he wasn't waiting for somebody to be like, Abraham, that was not a good idea. You shouldn't really sacrifice your son. He's your only son. What you gonna do if you sacrifice him? He did what he was called to do. So what are you waiting for? Because here's the other thing. When God places a dream, a vision, some purpose inside of you, it is because he has need of it in the earth. Which means if you make the decision not to do the thing that he has called you to do, if you make the decision to make all the excuses of why you can't, if you make excuses of, well, why not right now? As gracious as God is, he is not going to allow any dream or vision or purpose or plan that he needs to be put and manifest in the earth. He's not going to wait on you. He will just take it and give it to someone else. Because while you're waiting, God is like, but there are people that are waiting for the thing that I called you to do. And because you're not unwilling, I'm going to get it done through someone else. So what are you waiting for? Because we can talk about all the examples of people that were, past the age that people said they should be to accomplish great things, Vera Wang, think J.K. Rowling, I forgot who else. It's a whole bunch of list of people. So you can't even say, I'm too old. No, what are you waiting for? You can't say, I'm too young. No, what are you waiting for? Because it's already a done deal. So today I'm challenging you to look over your life, over the things that you have been called and created to do, and break up with the wait. We're no longer waiting anymore. We are now moving forward. We are now stepping out, stepping up, and doing the things that God told us to do. And we're doing it in faith. We're doing it knowing that he has all the pieces already put together because he wrote our books. We don't need to know the how. We don't need to know step 50 when we're on step 0.5. We need to know the next direction. Okay? Because even sometimes when God gives us a huge picture and vision of what he wants us to do, he still only needs you to focus on the next direction he gives you. Yes, you keep the big vision before you, write the vision, make it plain. But while you were keeping the big vision before you, you were following the small instructions for now. So no more excuses, no more waiting, no more questioning, no more wondering how, who, when, or where. We are just going to do what God is telling us to do. We are just going to walk out as God instructs us to as we move forward into the lives he has called and created us to live. Because it's so much better when we're not waiting for ourselves, for our circumstances to look and feel a certain way. It is so much better when we just make the decision, okay, God, what do you want me to do next? And then do that thing. And no matter how small you think it is, and no matter how big you think the next instruction is, do it anyway, because it is a done deal when God tells us to do it. So, hey, y'all, thank you for joining me today for Tuesday Thoughts with Santresa Marie. If you don't already follow me on social media, what are we doing? I'm on IG and TikTok at Santresa Marie. I'm on Facebook here as Santresa Marie Consulting. I also have, of course, my beauty side, The Beauty Within LLC. Come join me in all of the places. And for those of you, the podcast, make sure you subscribe to my podcast so you don't miss an episode. So you can replay it in your car while you're getting dressed, while you're taking a shower, whatever. I appreciate you guys so much for your support and all of your love. Oh, yes, don't forget to go on to my website and get you some merch. Get you a t-shirt. Get you a hoodie. Get you a sweater. Get you a tumbler, a water bottle. Get you a sticker to put on your laptop. Go get things. Again, I appreciate you. I love you. Enjoy your day. And just make sure that if you do nothing else, that you will be authentic at all times. I will talk to you guys next week for some more Tuesday Thoughts with Santresa Marie. Bye, y'all. Bye.